Hi, thanks for joining us today to talk about CloudCard. We're just going to overview some of the features, and then we'll have some more detailed videos and tutorials later to go into more depth. So what we're looking at is the login screen for the admin side of the application. So we're just going to go ahead and log in here with our director level credentials. So I'm logged in as a card office director. Some of the things that we can customize in CloudCard, just to very briefly go through it, we can customize which email domains are allowed to create accounts with our organization. So in this case, the Sharp Top Company organization lets anybody with the following email addresses sign up for a CloudCard account and upload photos. I can set my terms and service. If there's a cardholder agreement that I want for people to agree to, I can set that here. I can upload a photo. You can see I've done that already. We can also change the look and feel. Now this is something we work with customers, and we'll help you to build out the style sheets that you need to do this. But I'm going to go ahead and just give you an example of one of the style sheets we put together for one of our customers, and they have a black and orange theme. So you can see we can go ahead and change the entire look and feel if we need to. Let's go back to the original though for now. All right, so those are some of the things you can customize about your organization. You can also customize what the specific requirements are, and even the wording of those requirements. So you have to position your body and eyes so that you're looking at the camera. For instance, maybe you want to change the wording on that. You can definitely do that. But let's talk about what do we need to do to actually get some users in the system. Let me delete one of these users really quick so we can make space. The most common way, I can just create a new person by putting their email address in here, and they'll get an email. Excuse me, I clicked the wrong. Or I can upload a whole bunch of users with a CSV file. So that's what I'm going to do here. It's one of the easier ways to get in a lot of users. Let me just select my CSV file. Now, this CSV file, if we look, has a header row. Okay, it's not required, but we can handle it just fine. We just ignore it. You just let us know there's a header row, and we won't pay attention to the first row. Then you need to select which field is which. So this is the email address, and this is the student ID. Student IDs are not required, but most schools tend to want to put them in there. So you can put them in there. If not, you can just have a list of email addresses. And notice that one of these records is malformed. That's all right. CloudCard will just skip right over it. This user right here, Tony@sharptop.co, actually exists already, so you're going to notice that CloudCard will throw a little error saying, hey, we didn't create this because it's a duplicate. But then this user should get created fine. So let's go ahead and import them and make sure everything happens the way we expected. And in fact, the one user, T. Erskine at SharpTop, did get created successfully, and it failed to add 2 people. So let's take a look which people were not added. So like we said, Tony@SharpTop was a duplicate, and the last line was actually a blank line, which is of course invalid because a blank is not a valid email address. It just gracefully let you know about those errors, but it didn't get in the way of creating your other users. Alright, so once a user is created, if we flip over here to my email, we'll see that CloudCard has sent me an email, and it lets me know that I've been invited to upload my photo. Now, at this point, I want to talk a little bit about the link that is here. We use a proprietary technology that we developed in-house to send super secure login links that can only be used one time, so that your students who are actually probably only going to use this application one time don't have to go through all the trouble of creating a username and password, and also to save you the time and expense of paying for single sign-on solutions. This one-time use secure login link will let me go straight in to upload my photo. Now, the first thing it's actually going to do, though, is ask me to agree to the terms and conditions that we set up on our settings page. If you leave that space blank, then this page gets skipped altogether. But before we do that, let me actually talk a little bit about the entire process. Okay, the the important thing that we learned in working with other schools that do photo upload and that we've worked with is that it's really important to make this process as seamless and as fast as possible. If the student gets frustrated with the process, they'll just bail out and then come to the card office, and then your office staff is having to support more people. So one of our goals was actually to execute this process in 90 seconds or less. So I've got a little online stopwatch over here, which I'm going to go ahead and start here, and then we're going to see how long it takes me to upload my photo. So let's go ahead and start that stopwatch. All right, I'm going to go ahead over here and agree to these terms and conditions. All right, I come to this page where I can either use my web camera or I can upload a photo. I'm just going to go ahead and upload a photo, one of the ones that I've downloaded. And I'm going to use this one right here. All right, and let's just make that a little bigger. I'll submit that photo, and I'm done. Let's see how long that process took. 35 seconds. Okay. Now, the important thing there is the student does not want to spend a lot of time doing this. As much as I'd love to say that CloudCard is going to make students super happy, the best way we can make students happy is to get out of their way and let them get back to studying and getting ready to move in, to your campus and all the things that a student wants to do, none of which are uploading a photo. So let's go ahead and take a look at the photo that we just uploaded. All right, so here we have here are the photo that the student just uploaded, and we have some options. We can approve the photo, deny it, or clear the background. We're not going to talk about background clearing, but that is some innovative new technology that's kind of in prototype mode right now, and it will be coming soon. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to deny that photo. All right. Now we have lots of options. We can say, well, maybe it wasn't cropped properly, okay, and maybe want to add some other reason, okay, and then we'll add a little note. This is a nice note to the card holder, and a smiley face makes people feel better about getting their photo denied. And I will submit that. The card holder is automatically going to get an email. Okay, now that email, let's go back to my inbox. Here we go. Okay, I have the email with a nice little message from CloudCard, and then a list of the reasons why my photo was denied, and then the nice note that we put in there. And it also includes, sorry, because I've had so many of these, Gmail is marking that as quoted text. But when that comes to the user, it wouldn't be that way. And then, of course, I have a brand new, different, super secure login link. So I just click that guy, and it's going to bring me in, and it's going to show me the photo that I uploaded and that it was denied, and it's going to give me the option to take another photo. Now we're not going to go through that process right now. We'll just go back and upload we'll grab that one that we just uploaded, and we'll reapprove it. Okay, And so now we're looking at it. We've approved it. All we have to do is download the photo. Okay, and I can, of course, download quite a few photos all at once if I feel like it. Let me go grab a couple of them. Let's approve this one, and let's approve this guy right here. All right, and back to our approved photos. So I can download several at once if I wanted to. I mean, you could download hundreds. And let's go ahead and take a quick peek at that. And if I look, there's the photos that I downloaded. You'll notice the photos are named with the first part of the email address of the user. Okay. Now it can either use the user's, the cardholder's username, or we can also have it use the cardholder's student ID, which is what a lot of schools do because it makes some of the integrations with Hire One or BBTS or Seaboard. It makes those integrations a little bit easier. You save those to a shared file, you run a script, and it imports those photos in no time flat. We can also do custom integrations, and we've already done some, to import photos directly into your campus card system. So there's a lot of cool things that we can do. That's just a very quick overview of the CloudCard system. There's a ton more that we could talk about, and we'll do that in other tutorials later. So thank you very much for watching this quick overview of CloudCard.